So here is some code I wrote to add an ipv4 subnet into Netbox. Here I'm going to add a /30 subnet, or /29. Okay, it got added. Now look at the log file.
The code I have for
You can see it added
ipv4 subnet.
the
First, I set logging, and then argparse, which there's only one argument that's accepted, is the CIDR. And then .env is used to get the Netbox credentials. And then I instantiate Netbox and call main here. So let's hop up to main. Go in. This basically validates it's a valid CIDR that got passed in. If it's not valid, it just exits. Set the network address and the broadcast address. And these will be marked in Netbox as reserved. And here's the underlying routine right here. This will also set a description for the network address. It will indicate subnet, and for the broadcast address, the description will be broadcast, and they'll be marked as reserved. And then it will go through and iterate through all the host IPs. The underlying routine will check to see if the IP already exists in Netbox. If it does exist, it will return IP exist, and then if it does not exist, then it will be added. And then I finish up, logging completed, and that is it. So the underlying code, which I mentioned from the routine which added, or the code which added the subnet, it's this function I added. I have a little library called Netbox lib, which is basically wrapper to Pi Netbox. You can see here, it accepts the Netbox instance, and then the CIDR, and it'll return a string. The first thing it does is checks to see if the IP or the CIDR is already in Netbox. If it is, it returns IP exists. If not, it continues to add it. I have a little variable here, Boolean, to control whether it says the status to reserved for the network and the broadcast IPs. This goes through and gets the information from the CIDR, and here's where the actual broadcast and subnet booleans get set, if they are. And then eventually we get down here to where it actually calls the Pi Netbox routine to add the dictionary. And then what this will return upon success will be the CIDR that got added. And that's about it. If it was the network or broadcast IP, that variable gets used here, and it just changes the status to reserved. And then it returns the new IP that got returned from the Pi Netbox. And that is, it's pretty simple. In this library, Netbox lib, it's basically a lot of wrappers to Pi Netbox, because it's like here, it was obvious that this Pi Netbox routine took a dictionary as the parameter. So, and there are some other things I found that I've been able to abstract some little nuances away and add additional error checking and stuff like that. So overall, it's worthwhile. It kind of as I've learned the Pi Netbox implementation, and I try to do things to make it easier for other users. And that's all I have to say about that.